Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's having an amazing start to your day. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. And today I want to talk to you and I want to ask you a question. I ask you, where does self-confidence come from? I think that's something a lot of people ask themselves, how do I create more self-confidence? How do I go out and just be that person that I know that I can go out and be? I think self-confidence is something that a lot of people really struggle with. And one of the things I can tell you is self-confidence really starts. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Lori. Self-confidence really starts from feeling good about yourself. See how much so much of it is how you feel about yourself. And at the end of the day, when you know you poured it on, when you know that you gave it all, your all, when you know that you did whatever you could to go out and make things happen for yourself or your family, you end the day feeling good about yourself because you know that you went out and gave it your all. And when you have that feeling at the end of the day, when you know that, okay, great, I could do this one day, you start to realize you can do it another day. And all of a sudden, one day becomes two. And all of a sudden, 2 days becomes a week. And then a week becomes a month. And a month all of a sudden turns into a great year because of the way that you felt at the end of the day, because the actions that you took. And all of a sudden, you start repeating that. It becomes a pattern, it becomes a habit, and you start to develop self confidence. Again, so much of it starts with how you feel about yourself. So, one great way to feel good about yourself is your daily disciplines. For me this morning, 5:30 came along, my alarm went off. I was like, all right, I got to get up. And if you know me, you know that if you snooze, you lose. No hitting the snooze button. Got to get up, right at 5:30. And I can tell you this, I didn't want to get up, but I did it anyway. And I didn't feel good about it at that moment. But here we are an hour and a half later. And because I got that first victory to start the day, I look back now like, all right, awesome. Like I feel good about myself. Again, hitting those little self disciplines. I say I'm going to go live every day at 7 a.m. East Coast time. You know what? Some days, truth be told, I hit the start live button at 7:01. And just that right there, that broke my integrity to myself. So when that happens, like I don't feel good about myself today, 7 a.m. So every day, again, just mastering those little self, disciplines is so, so important. Those daily disciplines, not neglecting those daily disciplines, being really, really intentional about them, being serious about them. And again, when you do them, it's just a great way to go out and feel good. And again, when you feel good, that's where self-confidence comes from. Self-confidence comes from you being willing to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to make it happen. Because again, when you just make things happen, you feel good about yourself. It's the ability to rise above your circumstances, whether it's the little challenges or it's the big ones. It's the things that will go out and have most people quit. When you persevere and you don't quit, at the end of the day, you look back, you just feel good about yourself. And again, it's all about feeling good about yourself. That starts to develop that habit, that starts to develop that pattern of just the way that you see yourself. So you act in a certain way because of the way that you see yourself. And fear is going to come into life for all of us. Fear comes into it for me all the time. And I heard on a George Zaleki CD, do the thing you fear and you shall have power. So I don't think anybody's born with just that self-confidence shield of, okay, I'm amazing, I'm the best. Like I think self-confidence is something that every person struggles with to some degree, but it's the way that we feel about ourselves. And one of the biggest things I've seen about how to feel good about yourself is being serious about those self-disciplines. And again, at the end of every night, it's the days that you have that great day that you feel good, just taking that feeling and being able to go out and duplicating it again the next day. Because if you can turn one day into two, you can turn 2 days into three. You can turn 3 days in a week and so on. So, somebody drop a comment that says, I feel good about myself. Drop a comment that says, I feel good about myself. And I truly believe that that's where self-confidence comes from. So hit the share button. If you think somebody else can get something out of today's message, feel good about yourself. Even if when you started watching this video, you weren't feeling good about yourself, give yourself permission right now to feel good about yourself. So drop a comment. I feel good about myself. There you go, Mr. Joel Hulk. Great to see you, buddy. Guys, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. East Coast time hit the share button. Again, if you think somebody else can get something out of today's message, my name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home, online. God bless everybody. Have an incredible day. Feel good about yourself. Have that self-confidence, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. on the dot, East Coast time. Have a great day, everybody.